All right, this lesson is going to just give you kind of a brief overview of how to do documentation in your papers. I'm going to talk about some of the other formats just so that you'll be familiar. MLA is what we're using in humanities and English class. Modern Language Association. APA is the form used by psychology. It's the American Psychological Association. The science-oriented fields will use CBE, which is Council of Biological Editors. And finally, history and business and some of the other classes use Chicago Style Manual. Now, it's very complicated, so Ms. Kate Turabian created like a cheat sheet for herself, and it became so popular that it is now used in academic research more often. It is Chicago Style Manual, but it's the easy version. All right, what do we have to document? An exact quote, obviously. If we use part of someone's text, we give credit. If we paraphrase, that is to say, put it in our own words, we must give credit to the author. If we summarize the work, we must give credit. If we quote from any text written by anyone else, whether it's a letter, an essay, anything, it must be documented. You have to give credit to another person's ideas or theories. We give credit to artwork, to TV, and any other creative, and we also have to give credit to maps and pictures and charts. We must be aware that people make their living from their ideas. What I'm going to be demonstrating today is internal documentation. Now, you may see in older writing where you'll see footnotes and endnotes, and these actually have been discontinued in most writing formats. I'm going to demonstrate both MLA and APA just to make it easy for you. Use your Diana Hacker website and you can get more help there. All right, your quote here, and this is an exact quote, and you'll notice here you've got your quotation marks, and your quotation mark ends here, author's name, the page number, end of the parentheses, and a period. Now, if we were doing the same thing in APA, it's the author's name, comma, the year it was written, and then P for page and page number. And again, the period goes outside. You don't have to use a whole quote. Sometimes you're going to use an ellipsis, and this, which is 3 periods. Don't forget to use a comma to introduce a quote. Kushner has found, and then begin the quote, and then the ellipsis to show I've left off the beginning. And because I've got Kushner's name here, I'm just going to put the page number. I could also have left out the middle, and you'll see there's the ellipsis in the middle. I could also put it here towards the end. Also, as an aside, did you ever see this, the word SIC? Essentially what it means that there was an error in the quote that the author did. Maybe a misspelled word, a comma splice, and what you do is you put SIC in a square bracket, and that says, yes, I know there's an error, but I didn't make it. The author did. All right. If you use the author's name in the text, you don't have to put the page number. And if we are doing that in APA, you use the author's name, the year of the work, and then page 15 there. All right, now long quotes get special care. Now, I want you to know that I have done this a little bit different because I'm trying to get everything on one page, but as a norm, this part right here will all be, this whole area should be in double space. When you're using MLA, if you have more than 4 lines of typed text, it gets set off. In APA, if it's 40 words or more. Now, essentially what you do is you indent, well, you introduce it, you put a colon, and then your quote. Now, in this particular case, I'm starting a paragraph, so I indent, but then I also indent for the paragraph. And at the end, there's the page number. Now, notice that the period went at the end of the quote and not at after the parentheses. All right, what's the difference between using an online source or a paper source? There is a slight difference in how we do it. Should the you will probably be using one of our online databases. So, and then again, just go back to the Diana Hacker website, and she'll show you how to do this. You can see here, this is a line from an article as it would have been noted if it was on paper, and then if it were web-based. Here you can see we've got the paper version, so it's the author's name and then page 87. But if it is an online version, unless it has been done as a PDF document, you do not use a page number. And you can see also with APA. Same rule. These pages are basically going to just talk about information that you used on your paper. Works cited or references are only the things that are actually quoted, paraphrased, or summarized in your paper. If by some chance what you're writing does not have an author's name, then just use the title in place. And this is what your end page would look like. And you can see here. And again, work hard and remember to always double check with your handbook. Or if you're welcome to go visit the Writing Center, which is now located in the D building.